Okay, quick video for myself, Harvey Goldman. No cuts, no edits, no filters, and no hair. And for today's video, I want to jump into a very quick one about the silent threat within the UK, and that is our crumbling infrastructure. So we all drive across bridges, we use roads, we, if we're very unlucky, use hospitals. Britain's foundations are cracking, but nobody seems to be talking about it. So stick around, I'm going to show you basically the hidden dangers in our crumbling infrastructure, what this means for your safety, and also, most importantly, what this means for your wallet. So while the headlines that we see, they focus on things like energy bills, inflation, Trump, Britain's infrastructure, the stuff that keeps the country running on the quiet underneath all of the media spin and hyperbole, is quietly falling apart. So I want to basically let people know how dangerous this is, why it's got this way, why repairs are being ignored, and how this silent threat can hit us in the wallet when we least expect it. So let's get into it. So one of the main reasons for any infrastructure, UK or otherwise, falling apart is going to be underinvestment, and this is critical. The UK's maintenance backlog is estimated to be over 10 billion. And that's just across roads, bridges, and public buildings. The truth is, it's probably a lot more. Recent examples include the RAAC. That's the concrete scandal that you might have heard about in the schools and hospitals last year and the year before. There were over 200 affected sites, everything from concrete cladding falling down on kids to burst water mains. And in London, in fact, they've had an increase in sinkholes. And those, if you've Googled those, they are absolutely terrifying. And why is this? Well, let's face it, the infrastructure that we have in the UK is aging, and it's aging badly. Many of the UK systems, the water, the rail, the transport, all of these systems were built in the 19th and the early 20th centuries. So they're well over 100 years old, most of them. And you mix that with delays in repairs and budget cuts and red tape and all the rest of it, councils cutting road repairs and building maintenance to save cash. All of this leads to long-term safety risks, which then leads to even bigger costs when the repairs have to fix bigger problems further down the line. Think about the water system. The water system we've got is absolutely arcane. We get sewage spills and also deliberate dumps into the rivers and the seas. And also, of course, there's the Thames water debt crisis, which I'm sure you've all heard about. The upshot of this is that there's a massive cost to the public. There's damage to cars from crappy roads. And if you're anything like me, every time you drive over a pothole, and some of them can't be avoided or you'd end up on the wrong side of the road, every time you hit a pothole, you're literally cursing having to pay road tax. You literally, I scream at my dashboard. I scream expletives at my dashboard. And I curse having to pay road tax. I curse having to pay council tax. It makes me wonder what the bloody hell they're doing with the money instead of repairing these potholes that are ruining my car and costing me more money. It's ridiculous. So it damages our cars, the tyres, the suspension, the bearings, everything. It also damages our homes, and the growing insurance burden also is expensive for us. I'm sure insurance companies love it, though. They can keep charging extra premiums every year. But apart from that, you've also got potential tax hikes that the councils then enforce on us, Joe Public, me, you, the working poor, to cover the emergency repairs for stuff that would have been a lot cheaper to fix if it had been done when it needed to be done. And that's the kicker. So how do we fix this? Well, for a start, we need investment. We need new accountability for councils, and we need private companies and public pressure to demand more, to demand better, to demand that they don't squander our funds and they use them for the purposes that we're paying them for. So let me know your experience of this. I'm sure we've all driven over potholes. I'm sure we've all seen buildings falling down around us. Really keen to find out your take on this. Drop it in the comments, let me know. YouTube is going to stick a video somewhere around there. Like, follow, subscribe, ring the bell, all that jazz, and more tomorrow. Goldman, peace out.